All right, I got to set up my next guest here because I do have a video, and I still, after all this time learning or using StreamYard, I still have the hardest time playing videos. I need a producer for my show here. So let's bring up the share screen, right? And then I got to hit Chrome tab. I got to remember to share audio, and then I'm going to click over here. I'm going to do this, and then yep, that happens, and there it is. So there's Jamie. And I don't want all the comment. Do I want all the comment? We'll just leave that there. Let's just play this. Here is here's Jamie. Saturday night. Radio's blowing back. I hear my song that pulls me through. Cause I'm still just what I got to do. I got to get up. Everybody's going to move their feet. Get down. Everybody's going to leave their seat. You gotta lose mine in Detroit. I'm saying, get up. Everybody's gonna move their feet. Get down. Everybody's gonna leave their feet. I'm gonna run. I just can't wait. It's 10 o'clock. I know I gotta hit the road. All right, that's Jamie, and Jamie. And Jamie on drums. I know sometimes Jamie's on drums, but he's not. Who's on drums there, Jamie?
Hey, Ray. Great to see you. That's my buddy Chris.
That's Chris. Okay.
He's a childhood friend that we keep in touch with. You know, with all this virtualness, I'm able to stay in touch with a middle school buddy that I've been friends with for quite long, over 40 years, and he still plays drums incredibly well. And so yeah, that's him. He's amazing.
How you been?
Awesome. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Jamie Barrett is one of the most positive people I know. And I know that's you're a school teacher, right? A music teacher in Franklin.
Yep.
What school?
Jefferson Elementary School and Davis Thayer Elementary School.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know part of your curriculum is spreading positivity.
Absolutely.
And part of your life, obviously, and the music that you create is all made to spread positivity. You have a metal band that plays for the kids. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I always say I try to inspire the kids to be all that they can be through music. That's like my motto, inspire them to be all that they can be. So whether they're going to go on in music or whatever it is, but hopefully my music time with them is going to, inspire them to, to at least be better music appreciators, if nothing else. But and try to get them to appreciate all genres of music and everything, and find the good in all music. I mean, you really can.
Now, writing music, it really depends on your mood. And you can't, Jamie, even you can't always be in a great mood. Is there Jamie Barrett music out there that is not inspiring?
I'm sure. It's funny. My first thought is, you said, I'm going to play a video. And I'm like, oh, man, what is he going to play? and you played the song that we just recorded last night. Chris just sent me the drums, and his comment, Chris, I hope you don't mind me sharing this. Chris is like, yeah, I put in about a B- performance. And we always joke that whenever we do a take, as long as, if we make it more than halfway without making a mistake, that's good. If we make a little, so of course I hear the mistakes in that. And the vocal was a one take, and it was just all like, let's just get it down. Boom. It's just like, let's just, and that's what it's all about. It's about having fun.
Absolutely. I think I listened to all of them today, and I've been listening to them over the last few months as you've been putting them out. But today I wanted to pick the right song, and that's the one I ended up landing on.
Yeah.
But there's so many great choices, and there was a few where you played the drums.
Right. I have a drum set right behind me. I love to play. I'm not a drummer per se. I love to play the drums. My son, I wish I could get him hooked into doing this, but he's not quite out. He's more of an introvert. I'm the extrovert. He can run circles around me on drums, just like my buddy Chris. I can lay down a pretty basic beat. So
yeah. What inspired you to do the collage of Jamie's?
Honestly, I think I first heard it from a fellow music educator. think it was Miss Allison Fuller in Franklin who told me about, have you heard about a cappella? And I was like, no. And I think my fellow music educators, Brian and Mary and Allison, I think we were all like, hey, let's try, so it was actually the elementary music ed. We were talking about doing something, and then I was like, then I started playing around with it, messing around with it, and then I was doing like the free version of a cappella, where you can do 30 seconds and record yourself, and I was digging it, and then I reached out to my buddy Chris and told him about it, and the first thing that we did was a song by Journey called Where Were You? I said, hey, Chris, lay down 30 seconds of Where Were You? You decide how much of it you want, what part of Where Were You want to do by Journey, and let's just do it. That was our very first, and he was hooked. And then next day he says, Jamie, I signed up. It was $10 a month. He's like, I signed up, you sign up. We'll do it. And so we've been doing like a song a day.
And you get the minute version now.
Yeah. So now we're up to the unlimited version. So
okay.
30-second. Now we can do, however long. We do, I forgot what the length is, but you can just, so we do quite a bit. We do like a song a day. We've been doing this since like April. So,
you said last night's was pretty quick and easy, but how long does it normally take to make one of those videos?
It depends. If I don't know, like he just sent me a song that I'm really unfamiliar with. Sorry, Craig. A Paul Carrick song that it really flipped my rate. I love Paul Carrick, the singer. Tempted.
Yeah.
But it was a song that I'm not familiar with, so I'm gonna have to learn that song. With Detroit Rock City, I've known that since I was a kid. So that was just pretty. Now of course the live version of that's what I'm doing. I'm singing the live version, Paul Stanley. So because that's live too. But it depends. I laid down a rockin' version of Zippity Doodah the other day. I just felt like that's all in my head. So I did a rockin' version of Zippity Doodah, and I literally laid that down in 10 minutes because I know it, and I was just like, I laid down the drums, bass, guitars, and vocals. That came together. Some songs will take longer than that. It can take up to an hour. So.
I know your whole thing is spreading positivity, and we need that, and we've needed it forever. We do, but over the last year, of course. Why do you do it though? Why?
Honestly, it's I think Chris would say the same thing. My buddy Chris, the love of it. I mean, we just get excited like kids. It's sort of like some people come home and they want to play video games. Some people want to come and read a book after a long day. Those sound enticing, but nothing entices me more than like, hey, I'm going to go fire up the amp and let's go. I'm going to go rock out and. I want to tackle that, because I'm not really a bass player either, but I love to play bass. So, I want to tackle that Gene Simmons bass line. I've always kind of mimicked it on guitar. So in Detroit Rock City, so I was excited to lay that down. I was excited to, I guess just challenge myself to see, what I can do.
So through this whole thing, you've actually learned how to play better.
Yeah.
Just by challenging yourself.
Absolutely. And honestly, Ray, I haven't really touched the electric guitar much over these years. I've been teaching in Franklin for over 20 years, and it's mostly been acoustic guitar, what you mostly use in the music classroom. I'm playing daily. I play daily. I play my acoustic, and sometimes, the kids will ask me, can you play some Metallica? So I'll play a Metallica, riff on acoustic or an AC/DC riff or Led Zeppelin, whatever they're asking for. The kids, they get all excited. But I haven't busted out the electric in 20 years. And so, Chris got me to do that. He's like, let's rock out. So it's been great to dust off the electric, to bust out the bass, get on the drums. It's been awesome.
Have kids really been asking for Zeppelin and AC/DC and like the old school stuff? Are they really asking for that stuff?
Yeah, you got a handful of kids that.
That's awesome.
You do get your kids that are asking for Justin Bieber too, and and everything, but it's great when you get the kids that are asking. Hey, my son, he's a throwback. My son loves Zeppelin. I mean, he's 14. That's his. And Greta, he loves Greta Van Fleet. He loves a new band. He loves Greta, but he loves Zeppelin. And
well, they kind of go hand in hand.
They do. They really do.
Great band though. Absolutely,
they're great. Band. Yep. He's got me to really love them.
Are you able to keep up with current music since you're an educator of young kids and you're a musician yourself, so you want to keep up with the trends? Are you able to keep up with new music, pop music?
Absolutely, but I got to give credit where credit's due. The students, first and foremost, come up and say, hey, have you checked out this song? You got to check it out. I also have educators, Sherry Scuzzarella, Evan Chelman. They come up to me like, have you heard this song? Boom. I have people always come around, so they're keeping me on my toes. You got to check this song out. This would be a great song for your chorus to sing, or this would be a great song for you guys to do on recorders in 4th grade, or play this on ukuleles in 5th grade. So I'm all ears. I'm a sponge.
What's the last album you downloaded or purchased?
AC/DC Power Up.
Right? Oh, I have it right behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right up there.
Yeah.
And do you have the packaging? Did you get the actual CD?
Well, all right. I got, truth be told, downloaded it. I have but I just got
That's okay.
I just ordered it through the library because I had to see the.
Oh, I'll show it to you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've shown this so many times on these Zoom shows that I do.
Yeah.
This is the coolest packaging I have ever seen. And I know there's been cool packaging in the history of packaging, but see this CD's right there.
Oh, wow.
Looks like an amp. It's got the knobs on it, and then you push this little button here, and it starts to light up.
Oh, wow.
And then it plays. How cool is that?
Love it.
Shot in the dark, right? This is an amazing CD, and I love talking to people about AC/DC and old school rockers like you.
Can I tell you my AC story?
Please go ahead.
All right, 1980. I am my son's age in 1980. I'm 14 years old. I think John Lennon probably was just killed, and and I was I am still. That's my favorite band, the Beatles. Huge Beatles fan. And I'm just, and I'm open to new music and everything. In 1980, and I'm watching a show. It wasn't Don Kirshner's rock concert. It was another one, Midnight Special. It's one of these shows, and Ted Nugent's the host. And he says, I got this band from Australia. You got to check them out. My friends, they're AC/DC. And they come out and they do 4 promo songs. I think it's, Back in Black, You Shook Me All Night Long. The song that hooked me, the song I loved, the one I fell in love with was What Do You Do for Money, Honey? That was I was like, whoa. And seeing Angus go around the stage, I'm like, what is this? And I fell instantly in love. I think the next day I had to go get Back in Black. I think I had to go, and I went backwards. And, so that was my, the first guitar solo I ever learned was You Shook Me All Night Long.
Yeah.
It was just, I the guitar teacher, Ron Appicelli, I'm like, you've got to show me how to play the solo to You Shook Me All Night Long. So I learned that, and that was awesome.
It's just a fun band, and they've always been consistent with their music.
Yeah.
And I think this one surpasses the last 2 or 3.
Oh, I agree.
Very close to the stuff in the early or the late 80s, early 90s, Blow Up Your Video, and maybe even, I don't know, I've heard a few songs on this from that sound like music from Flick of the Switch.
I was just going to say Flick of the Switch.
Which is one of my favorite AC/DC albums of all time.
It is a great album. It has one of my favorite songs of all time, which is Guns for Hire.
Oh, God. Oh, God. That is
and
so
I guess
cool.
on that tour, that was the song they opened up with and came out with that. And I guess I've seen some videos on YouTube, and it's incredible. That's.
It's funny because it's one of their least selling albums.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Strange, but my favorite AC/DC song, Sin City. Boom.
Good song.
And I'm a big fan of the Bond years. And so I love that. And I love the live version of Riff Raff off of
Live. Yeah. All right, so we're going to have to start doing an AC/DC show, I think. All right, we'll be hosting that in the near future. Jamie Barrett, thank you. I encourage people to go friend you on Facebook so that they can see all of your awesome videos. They really are inspiring, and I really was looking forward to seeing the next one every day. So keep up the great work, man.
Absolutely, Ray.
All right, good to see you. Take care, Jamie.
You too. Great. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
That is Jamie Barrett. Love that guy. Love his music. Love his energy. The guy is just a monster with his music and with his inspiration and educating kids, and not just educating them, but inspiring them to do great things. So thanks, Jamie. Oh, Matt Zajac. I know Jamie's still watching in queue. Matt Zajac says, "You rock, brother." All right, let's bring in my final guest.